Welcome to the Quiet Your Inner Mean Girl podcast, a place for you to find the courage you need to take the first step and every step thereafter to create the habits, the confidence, and the life that you love. I'm your host, health and life coach, Abby Hegney. Let's dive in. Welcome back to episode 47. It is officially spring here in Connecticut, and it is so beautiful outside. I don't know if it's just me coming out of the gray of winter, but the colors this year just look so stunning. And my office, from where my desk is, I can see the water of the Long Island Sound out my window. And the combination of the dark blue water, the pale blue sky, the green of the leaves, and the pink of the cherry blossoms is stunning. I find myself throughout the day just looking outside at how beautiful it is out. And this week in particular, I'm also staring outside at very large piles of garbage. Because twice a year, our town does a bulk pickup where you can pretty much put anything out at your curb and they will come around and pick it up so that you don't have to take it anywhere yourself. So, for example, we're getting rid of our deck furniture, we're getting some new rugs for the house. So the old furniture and the rugs are out there for pickup. Some people in this town hate bulk pickup, because for a couple of days, our beautiful town does look very cluttered with garbage. But within a few days, it's all cleaned up. It's back to being beautiful, and it feels so good to have the opportunity to clean out the old, the unuseful, the unwanted items from our home. And I personally love that. So much so that it's inspired today's episode, which I'm calling the ultimate cleanse. Letting go of what no longer serves you, clearing out old habits that maybe worked for you at one point in time, but don't work for you anymore. Quieting your inner mean girl, letting go of old thought patterns that once felt safe, but now only keep you stuck. Deciding that you don't have to hold on to things that no longer work for you just because maybe they once did. It's like the spring cleaning or the bulk pickup for your mind, your body, and your life. Sometimes it feels really hard to let go of things, especially things that once felt valuable. It can be hard to let go of the belief that food is good or bad, or that you have to restrict certain foods, you have to restrict your carbs, or you have to track your food in order to lose weight, if that has been what you've always believed is the way in which you lose weight. It can be hard to let go of criticizing your body when you think that criticizing your body and being hard on yourself is the thing that gives you the kick in the butt you need to get going. But what I have found for myself and for the women that I coach are the things that once worked for us don't always work for us. And when we really see that, we also see that sometimes some of those things that we thought worked never really worked in the first place. Categorizing food as good or bad, restricting or tracking everything that you eat may have helped you to lose 5, 10, 20 pounds. But if you gained some or all of that back, it didn't actually work. Losing and gaining the same 10 pounds over and over and over again isn't something that works. It's something that creates more work for you and more frustration, more disappointment, more doubt. Criticizing and hating your body to change your body may work in the short term, but eventually the words you speak to yourself feel too heavy to carry with you. It's why every plan out there could work, but as long as your inner mean girl is still in your head, tearing down all of your efforts and your progress, telling you that it's not working, that you can't do it, that you should just give up, that plan, whatever that plan is never going to work for you. So, just like spring cleaning your house or your yard, sometimes you need to clear out the habits and the thoughts that are taking up mental and emotional space in your body so you can make space for habits and stories that give you back control over how and what and why you eat and how and what and why you move your body. Habits that give you energy and thoughts that motivate you to keep going. And letting go is not always easy, especially when it comes to what we know. Habits that we have been in for a long time, stories that we have believed most of our lives, they're familiar, they're comfortable. Even when they are holding us back from losing weight for the last time, or putting on our favorite pair of jeans with confidence, or being able to look in the mirror and not criticize our body, and to exercise in a way that we enjoy versus a way that we feel like we need to. But sometimes your inner mean girl also tries to convince you that eating will stop you from feeling stressed or angry or lonely. That may be your comfort zone. That may be your go to. It may feel very familiar. But you know what never feels good? Finding yourself at the bottom of a bag of chips or at the end of a sleeve of Oreos when all you really want to do is lose weight and feel confident in your body. Sometimes we have to get really honest with ourselves and ask, is this working for me? Does it feel good to choose this? Not did it work, not should it work, but is it working now? Does this habit, does this story make my life better? Does it feel good to choose to keep it going? If you think about the ripple that those habits or those thoughts are creating in your life, because we are always creating ripples, some positive and some negatives, do you like the ripple that it's creating? Not just for today, but for your future. Because the habits and the stories of today become your future. If your inner mean girl is leading the way, she'll continue to lead the way no matter what steps you take, no matter what plan you follow. If they don't serve your future, now is the time to clean them out, to let them go. The longer you hold on to them, the harder it becomes to let them go. It's why so many women get stuck in the trap of losing weight by restricting their favorite foods or falling victim to an all or nothing mindset. They believe it's what works, that it's just who they are and what they do, so they keep doing it. They tell themselves stories like, I can never stick with anything. I always give up. I'm just not that motivated. Those stories feel true because they've been practiced so many times. And because they feel true, they keep coming back to them. But habits that leave you feeling frustrated, disappointed, or disconnected from your body and your life, and stories that make you feel like you're in a constant battle with yourself need to be cleaned out. And the most beautiful thing is that when you clean them out, you feel so much better. You feel lighter, more motivated. Things start to feel easier. I had a client say to me, I don't know what kind of magic you're working here, but everything that has always felt so hard now feels easy. But this is the thing, it is not magic at all. It's what happens when you finally quiet your inner mean girl. When you let go of the habits and the stories that have kept you stuck, that never worked for you in the first place. It's what happens when you rewrite the stories of diet culture and comparison and all of the things that you've tried in the past that haven't worked. It's what happens when you focus on you, on your life, on what makes you feel good, on what makes you feel proud. It has nothing to do with what other people are doing. Bringing it back to our bulk pickup quickly, there are people that will drive around our town during this time and they'll pick up things that other people have put out to the trash. It's so funny because you see these trucks and they are filled with things that people are getting rid of. But I think that is the best reminder that some things will work for others, but they may not work for you. You cleared them out, you got rid of them, and somebody else came around and picked it up. Some things will work for others and not for you. My Quiet Your Inner Mean Girl method has helped my clients go from struggling for years to changing their habits, their weight, their lives in just 6 months. And the key is to keep their focus on themselves, on their body, on their goals, on the time that they have, on their life. So many women spend so much time and energy spiraling in comparing themselves to others, looking around at what other people are doing and thinking they must have it all figured out. And maybe they do, but they figured it out for their life and their body. Yours is unique. Last night, my son had his spring concert, and one of the songs the kids sang had lyrics that said, I am brave, I am strong, I am loved, I'm smart, I'm unique. And there is no one else in the whole wide world exactly like me. It brought tears to my eyes. Even reading those lyrics brings tears to my eyes because this is what we forget. We forget that we are unique. We use our uniqueness against ourselves. And I think I need to do a whole podcast on comparison in the future, but the truth is we are unique, and that is our superpower. When you use it to your advantage and you stay in your lane and you stay focused on your life and your body, change happens faster than you ever thought possible. So let's talk about how you can start clearing out old habits and old stories that no longer work for you. First, you have to be honest with yourself. And this is hard to do because we mistake letting go and even honesty sometimes with failure. But it's not failure, it's far from it. I see it as confidence. It's deep self love for your body, for your life, for your future, for yourself. When you clear out what no longer works for you, you create so much more space for what does, what brings you energy to enjoy your life even more. Really think about what is no longer serving you. What feels heavy or forced? What do you think that you have to keep doing because it feels like the right way? What are you telling yourself you need to do, you have to do, or you should do? What do you keep doing out of habit, even though it doesn't feel good? What do you feel like you have no control over? Then ask yourself, if I let this go, what would I have space for instead? What would make you feel lighter, more energized, more connected? This isn't about judgment, it's about being honest in a loving and empowering way. You get to choose what you want to get let go of and what you want to keep. You don't have to burn it all down. This isn't about wiping the slate clean overnight. It's about deciding what's worth carrying with me and what do I want to leave in my past. Maybe it's the old rule about like, I can't eat anything after 7 p.m. or the habit of like beating yourself up every time you miss a day or you miss a workout or you quote unquote fall off track. Maybe it's the belief that your progress only counts if the number on the scale moves. Whatever it is, you get to choose. And if you chose it one time, you're allowed to change your mind. When you see that you get to choose, your inner mean girl gets a little quieter. You start to take back control of what and why and how you're eating and how you're moving your body. You feel more empowered to make decisions that feel good for you, decisions that move you closer to where you want to be. Lastly, explore what you are opening yourself up to when you clean your life out of habits that no longer work, that no longer feel good, stories that bring you down, judgment that you place on yourself. What would your life be like if you no longer let those things hold you back? I find that when my clients can see this and really see it, it's the moment that changes everything. It makes letting it all go so much easier because they see what's on the other side. A life where they are no longer stuck in the yo-yo of diets and restrictions and cutting out all of their favorites just to lose a couple pounds. A life where it no longer feels so hard. A life where they don't have to track and plan everything that they eat and watch all of their calories in and out. A life in which they feel energized and alive instead of feeling exhausted all of the time. Where they are living for those small moments instead of missing them because they're so caught up in the worry of whether they're doing it right. Letting go may feel scary, but on the other side of it is so much freedom. I want to really encourage you to check in and do some spring cleaning. What habits, what stories, what patterns of your past are holding you back that no longer serve you or your future? What are you ready to release so that you can create space for more momentum, more confidence, more freedom in your life? So you can lose the weight and confidently keep it off. So you can create habits that feel good for you and your life. So you can build trust and confidence in who you are and what you do, all while living the life that you love. All right, my friends, I hope that this episode inspires you to do some spring cleaning, especially of the thoughts of your inner mean girl and the habits that no longer work for you. And I would love to support you on this journey. I invite you to join me in the Quiet Your Inner Mean Girl method, where we will work together for 6 months to lose the weight and confidently keep it off and create habits that make you feel amazing while living the life that you love. I invite you to schedule your free consultation to get started, and I will talk to you next week. If you are loving this podcast, please subscribe, rate, or review. Or if you know someone who would benefit from this message, please share it with them. And if you are ready to quiet your inner mean girl, to create habits that make you feel amazing, to lose weight and confidently keep it off while living the life that you love, I invite you to schedule your complimentary 60-minute consultation. We'll discuss where you are, where you want to be, and how my Quiet Your Inner Mean Girl method can help you create the future that you want. You can find the link to book your call in the show notes, or you can also connect with me directly on Instagram at Wellness with Abby H. I can't wait to talk to you.